Right now at 5, former President Donald Trump is expected to turn himself in early next week.
You're watching WKBT La Crosse. This is News 8 Now at 5.
Good evening, everyone, and thanks for joining us for News 8 Now at 5. I'm Ken Kozorowski. We will get to that story in just a bit, but first, it is an active day in the world of weather. Different parts of our viewing area could be seeing a few different things. So with that in mind, let's head over to our chief meteorologist, Bill Grahl, who breaks down the latest.
Yeah, classic late March storm with the battle between spring to the south and winter to the north. And you can see that in the high temperatures, 39 in Eau Claire, 20 degrees warmer in Prairie du Chien, almost 60 degrees there. So that warmer and colder air battling it out. That's why we get the thunderstorms and the instability. So here's the latest on the severe weather threat. Tornado watch continues until 8 o'clock this evening. Far southern portions of the viewing area, Winneshiek, Allamakee, Crawford, and Richland counties. Large hail, a pretty strong threat along with strong wind gusts. Isolated tornadoes, I think the better tornado threat still to our south. Brief heavy downpours with these storms as well. Now pretty quiet in La Crosse right now. We've had some scattered showers and thunderstorms, but boy, the radar is lighting up to our south and west. You can see Fillmore County into Houston County now seeing some thunder and lightning. Lots of thunder and lightning in Winneshiek and Allamakee counties over towards the Gaze Mills area as well. All of these below severe limits, but maybe some small hail embedded in some of those stronger cells. Still 30s to the north, close to 60 in Prairie du Chien, 44 in La Crosse. That's what's helping to weaken these storms as they lift north into that cooler air, and the fact that we stayed cloudy all day north of the warm front in many parts of the area, that has the air a little bit more stable. But showers and storms this evening, and then we have the wintry side of things to worry about. Rain changes to snow overnight with lows in La Crosse around 30 degrees. I'll talk more about the severe threat and the wintry side of things with my 8-day forecast coming up.
Sounds like a plan. Thanks, Bill. Back on the news side of things this evening, a Manhattan grand jury's unprecedented indictment of former President Donald Trump is expected to be unsealed on Tuesday. New York City is beefing up security ahead of Trump's arraignment. CBS News correspondent Bradley Blackburn has the latest from outside the courthouse in Manhattan.
CBS News has learned former President Donald Trump will travel to New York on Monday to surrender himself before his court appearance the following day. Secret Service agents will escort Trump to his arraignment, where the grand jury's historic indictment will be formally unsealed, and the former president will be asked to enter a plea. The case centers around payments made to adult film actress Stormy Daniels before the 2016 presidential election.
We don't know what's in the indictment, so we could be looking at campaign finance charges. We could be looking at wire fraud, at banking fraud.
The NYPD, FBI Joint Counterterrorism Task Force, and U.S. Secret Service are among the agencies coordinating security ahead of Trump's court appearance here next week.
He's not worried at all. I mean, he's upset, angry. He is being persecuted politically. That is clear to many people, not only on the right, but on the left.
Trump is expected to be fingerprinted and photographed for a mugshot, but not placed in handcuffs. Many Republicans, including former Vice President Mike Pence, are coming to Trump's defense.
The unprecedented indictment of a former president of the United States for a campaign finance issue is an outrage.
Friday, supporters gathered near Trump's Florida estate.
This is going to put him in the office right now. So let him arrest him. He's going to win.
After the arraignment, Trump is expected to return to Florida aboard his private jet. Bradley Blackburn, CBS News, New York.
The Secret Service, NYPD, court authorities, and other officials are meeting today to plan for the complicated security logistics surrounding Trump's arraignment. The first of 6 funerals is being held today following the school shooting tragedy in Nashville, one in memory of a 9-year-old victim. Mourners wore pink and other bright colors to honor Evelyn's light and love of colors. A memorial sunset walk was also held for substitute teacher Cynthia Peak. Meanwhile, in the wake of the tragedy, students and parents joined some lawmakers at Tennessee's state capitol building demanding action. Some politicians even say that getting rid of guns isn't the solution.
The problem that we are today is not just going to be a legislation. We got to have a severe conversation here with this country. We got to deal with mental illness.
Services for the other victims are scheduled through Wednesday. Residents of the town of Raymond, Minnesota are trying to go back to normal life after 22 train cars went off the tracks and started a fire. Emergency response crews from 15 different cities, towns, and counties evacuated 800 people yesterday. Evacuees took shelter at a church in a nearby town and were told they could return home around noon. Residents say that while the derailment was shocking, they're glad it wasn't worse.
Once they said, you know, there's no toxic chemicals, or so, it's an ethanol fire, you know, that's a relief right there.
Train company NTSB will clean up the site of the derailment once their investigation is done. The U.S. Department of Justice has filed a lawsuit against railroad company Norfolk Southern for environmental damage caused by the train derailment in East Palestine, Ohio last month. DOJ said it wants to hold the company accountable for, quote, unlawfully polluting the nation's airways. Chemicals from derailed cars and firefighting foam seeped into creeks and rivers, eventually flowing into the Ohio River. Over 9 million gallons of wastewater was removed from the site. Government officials are not concerned about dangerous chemicals in the air. And the state of Ohio also filed a lawsuit against Norfolk Southern to ensure the company pays for the cleanup and environmental damage. It is official now. University of Wisconsin students will be paying more to attend class next year. The Board of Trustees voted to increase tuition fees and room and board starting next fall. The average cost for most in-state undergrad on-campus students will rise about $700 a year. This is the first increase since an 8-year freeze on rates in 2021 had been lifted. Only one voted against the motion. Rodney Pash said he understands the need for funds, but the proposal is too much for struggling students. It's International Transgender Day of Visibility. Transgender and gender nonconforming people across the globe are taking the day to celebrate the successes of their community. President Biden is using the day to bring attention to the experiences of transgender Americans. The president zeroed in on the growing number of Republican-led bills targeting trans youth. According to data compiled by the American Civil Liberties Union, at least 385 bills targeting LGBTQ rights and queer life have been introduced around the country. Coffee Connections is back after more than a 3-year-long hiatus. Community members joined folks from downtown Main Street at Jay's Cafe in La Crosse. All Coffee Connections will be open to the public. Terry Bauer of downtown Main Street says it's a great way to have a dialogue about downtown La Crosse's growth.
It just gives us a chance to interact with people in a informal way that just applies additional direction for us and how we can make things better for downtown.
There's no set date for the next Coffee Connection, but you can learn more about downtown Main Street with a link on our website. A one-of-a-kind park opens tomorrow for the season. The Train All Abilities Park is the La Crosse's only seasonal park. After a long winter, it will open every day at 7 in the morning and close at sunset. What really sets this park apart from the rest is that it can be used by any person of any ability.
A lot of the equipment is adaptable for children in wheelchairs, or there are respite pads that if it's too loud and somebody needs a quiet space, they can go in and take a break from all of the noise if they need to.
The park also has an activity room and pavilion. These rooms can be reserved starting April 15th. Still to come tonight at 5, community members in La Crosse started their day off by raising awareness about child abuse prevention.
Taco John's crispy fried chicken taco is as good as it gets. But if creamy hatch chili-filled queso makes everything better, is this taco too good? You be the judge.
Try 2 new queso fried chicken tacos for $6 at Taco John's.
No matter the trade, Masterforce has the tools to complete your next project. Whether you're making repairs or installing a new upgrade, we have the tool for you. Load up your toolbox and get rolling with Masterforce. Any location, any tool. Get the job done with Masterforce. The tool's trusted by tradesmen. Get a 25-foot tape measure for $7.99 after 11% off.
A person is known by the company they keep. Who are Judge Janet Protasewicz's friends? Predatory abortion profiteers. The type of savages that support late-term abortions that cause excruciating pain and stop a beating heart. And they want you, the taxpayer, to foot the bill. Janet Protasewicz and her bloodthirsty comrades don't care about Wisconsin's values. They care about making money, killing babies. Vote Dan Kelly on April 4th.
There's a spot. It's not marked by an X, and it's not anywhere on a map. It comes from within, and it's defined by you. Where passion meets compassion. Where technology meets application. Where your path finds its way. Western Technical College, where your future is finally clear.
A new day has dawned on the all-new Maury's, Audi, and Volkswagen of La Crosse. Feel the luxury of Maury's Audi as soon as you enter the new state-of-the-art Audi dealership. Audi technology and style incorporated into Maury's La Crosse Audi sales and service. Maury's Volkswagen La Crosse features an upbeat, high-tech atmosphere. Having service done, enjoy our relaxing lounge as you wait. Come experience excellence at the new and improved Volkswagen of La Crosse. New building, new location, same friendly staff. Maury's Audi and Volkswagen of La Crosse.
Shake up how you wake up with a bolder breakfast at Taco John's. Hit snooze on the same old and bite into crispy potato olays, bacon, and nacho cheese. It's always a good day for nacho cheese.
Get 2 mean potato breakfast burritos for just $6, only at Taco John's.
Thank you for watching News 8 Now. Expect more.
Some say it takes a village to raise a child. Representatives from the Coulee Region Child Abuse Prevention Task Force are offering their support. Community members sat down for the organization's Blue Ribbon Breakfast. The event is a chance to honor the hard work professionals do every day to support children and their families. A chairperson from the task force says step one of becoming an advocate for families is supporting others with no judgment.
When we're seeing a parent and a child, maybe a kid is screaming in a store, that's only a snippet of what might be happening. So it's not for us to judge. How do we give parents grace and show them that we all can struggle in our parenting journey?
The Coulee Region Child Abuse Prevention Task Force has a busy month ahead of them. They set up their Pinwheels for Prevention at Myrick Park today at 4. We'll have more on that event tonight at 6. Coming up, robots from across the Midwest made their way to the La Crosse Center for the Seven Rivers Regional Robotics Competition. The best teams will advance to compete against teams from across the globe.
And I'm Chief Meteorologist Bill Grahl. As advertised, massive storm system impacting the middle of the nation, including us here in the upper Midwest. We've got a tornado watch for parts of the area and a blizzard warning for parts of the area. Gotta love the last day of March. I'll have your forecast coming up next.
Won't write your will.
I don't write contracts.
I won't handle your divorce.
I do know a few things about personal injury law.
All I do is help injured people get the compensation they deserve.
At Bygoff and Rohde, that's how we get results.
There are so many things we take for granted, and along with them, sometimes we take the people who depend on them for granted too. How can they survive with record increases in their basic cost of living? And through no fault of their own, they're being left behind. If you or someone you know needs a hand up, our energy and water providers are working together to keep you safely in your home. You may not ask for it, but we're here to help.
It's time to power up at Drury's in Fountain. Kick back, relax, and enjoy the comfort that Power brings to your new recliner, sofa, or sectional, on sale now. And if it's powered up, there's even 1-year special financing and free delivery. At Drury's, you'll find recliners with power to soothe and relax, plus sofas and love seats, even sectionals, that let you customize a shape to fit your space. Great sale prices, 1-year special financing, and free delivery for a limited time only at Drury's in Fountain.
On abortion rights, do you want extremist Dan Kelly holding the gavel? Kelly wants abortion banned even in cases of rape, incest, and the health of the mother. He'll uphold the 1849 criminal abortion law that allows doctors and nurses to be jailed for performing abortions. And he'll strip women of their freedom to make their own decision on abortion. So don't give Dan Kelly a gavel with your vote. He's just too extreme.
This time of year has many different names. We call it Showtime. It's when there's work to be done and fun to be had. Plus, it's time for spring bonus offers at your Northland Ford dealers, where you can save big on a Ford truck to make it all happen. Start the season off right with 0.9% financing for 60 months, plus $3,500 in total savings on Ford F-150 XLT. It's showtime. Now for a limited time only, get 0.9% financing for 60 months, plus $3,500 in total savings on Ford F-150 XLT. Only at your Northland Ford dealers.
I've practiced personal injury law for 4 years.
For 20 years.
For 32 years.
All I do every day
is help injured people get the compensation that they deserve.
At Bygoff and Rohde, that's how we get results.
You're watching News 8 Now. Expect more.
Teens from all over the Midwest are getting their tech on. The Seven Rivers Regional Robotics Competition started today. News 8 Now's Dua Israr spoke to program organizers who say it's an important event to have. Hey, Dua.
Ken, 54 teams from across the Midwest compete for the chance to make it to the World Competition. Event co-chair Betty Baker says it's more than just that. This program is a learning opportunity. Students got 6 weeks to build robots that could pick up cones and cubes. The robots have to be fully automated for the first 15 seconds, meaning they must work on their own. Each robot was roughly 125 pounds. Baker says while the robots are fun, students are learning valuable skills for the workforce.
They are practicing cooperation, so they are competing with each other and communicating. There's programming, building, all of the things that future employers are looking for.
Competition is today and tomorrow at the La Crosse Center. Baker says the event also brings a boost to La Crosse's local economy. Many of the teams stay in the area supporting local businesses and restaurants. Now, many of the kids participating are interested in pursuing STEM as a career, including some of the girls. Women make up 28% of all STEM-related jobs. Ken?
All right, thanks, Dua. And tonight at 6, Dua will be introducing you to an Arcadia junior who hopes to encourage other girls to build robots. Can't wait to see that story. Well, in the meantime, a serious weather day. Let's send it over to Bill with the latest.
Yeah, and we talked about this all week, how we were on the northern edge of this severe threat. And look at the real estate that this severe threat covers across the country, all the way from Texas up to our neck of the woods, and the strongest threat, highest threat of severe weather in the Memphis area over towards Cincinnati, St. Louis, up near Chicago as well, especially where you see that level 4 and even a couple of small level 5 risks. That's a high risk of severe weather as close as southeastern Iowa. All right, tornado watch continues for Winneshiek, Allamakee, Crawford, Richland counties until 8 o'clock this evening. Those areas have the best chance of seeing some stronger to potentially severe storms. The good news is the warm front stayed just to our south, and we had cloud cover all day, and temperatures stayed in the 40s in many spots. So that is just enough to kind of stabilize the air mass somewhat, so those stronger storms as they lift north kind of weaken as they do so. But still some heavy rainers. We've already seen anywhere from a ½ inch to an inch plus of rainfall, and this is additional rain through midnight. More the same, ½ inch to an inch plus. So watch those water levels on creeks, streams, and rivers, especially the smaller ones that react to heavier rain quicker, as you could see some minor issues there. Then we've got the wintry side of things. Overnight, yeah, look at all the blizzard warnings from South Dakota through much of Minnesota, even into northern parts of our viewing area. Otherwise, winter storm warnings just to the north of La Crosse, winter weather advisory for La Crosse. And again, these are in play after about 11 o'clock tonight into tomorrow morning. Here's what I'm thinking on snowfall. Again, this is tricky because of the rain to snow type event that we're looking at. But again, lighter totals near and south of La Crosse, and then those totals really ramp up quickly, especially as you head up towards the Twin Cities and north of Eau Claire and into northern Wisconsin. And with the very windy conditions overnight, that's going to make for some tricky travel with blowing snow a problem. So rain knocking on the door here in La Crosse. You'll see the radar in just a moment. 46 was the high today, 53 is average. And again, already almost 9/10 of an inch of rain out at the La Crosse airport. The reason we're seeing the severe weather outbreak, winter, 20s and 30s, battling spring, 50s, 60s, almost 80 degrees right now in St. Louis, Missouri, even as close as Prairie du Chien, close to 60, and that is 20 plus degrees warmer than you folks in Eau Claire at 37 degrees. So there's the area of low pressure trying to lift that warm front northward. So right where that warm front is, that's kind of the northern edge of the highest severe threat locally, and then those storms kind of weaken as they track north of that frontal boundary. But boy, that's not to say that we're not going to see storms. Look at all of the lightning lighting up radar to the south and west of La Crosse. And again, some heavy downpours in this activity, maybe some small hail, pea-sized hail, as these continue to race to the north and east over the next couple of hours. And again, more storms, in fact, stronger storms over eastern Iowa down into Illinois and southeastern Wisconsin, northeastern Illinois as well. So Sky Tracker shows those storms race through by about 8 o'clock or so. And then look at the blue that appears after midnight as things turn from rain to snow. The good news, the snow moves out quickly tomorrow morning, but it could come down at a pretty hefty clip overnight tonight. And then the rest of Saturday is looking quiet, albeit dry, windy and cooler. And then Sunday, maybe some spits or sprinkles moving through in the morning. Otherwise, mainly cloudy sky, or at least partly to mostly cloudy on Sunday, but milder temperatures. So alert night due to the shower and thunderstorm threat this evening, and then the snow and wind overnight. Lows in La Crosse around 30 degrees. Watch those roads overnight into tomorrow morning. 42 tomorrow. Snow showers end in the morning. Otherwise windy and cooler, but right back in the 50s Sunday and Monday, and both of those days are looking dry. Another potent storm system brings a chance of showers on Tuesday, maybe some thunderstorms later in the day and into Tuesday night. Some leftover rain and snow showers on Wednesday, 45. A lot of wind with that system as well. Still 40s on Thursday, but back in the 50s on Friday and Saturday. But my goodness, watch for ponding of water on the roads as well as these storms move through. Some pretty good downpours as they do so.
All right, good to keep in mind. Thanks, Bill.
Okay.
Coming up next at 5, kids from GET High School are making some joyful noise. They'll be bringing their talents to New York for one of the biggest a cappella competitions in the country.
20th Annual Early Bird Home Show lowest prices of the year on 2023 projects. Only at the Board Store Home Improvements, 524 Copeland Avenue, La Crosse. Get started today.
Life's more rewarding at Blaine's Farm and Fleet, especially during our outdoor sale. Right now, get unbeatable deals on our quality selection of spring supplies for outdoor projects. Gear up with men's and women's Carhartt pocket tees, 2 for $30. All Carhartt work boots are $25 off. Save $50 on this DeWalt Power Stack battery starter kit and assorted long handle outdoor tools, just $9.99. Plus, get Blaine's best price promise, the guaranteed lowest price or we'll match it.
Find value at Blaine's Farm and Fleet.
What does it cost to buy off a judge? For extremist Dan Kelly, he's for sale for $20,000. In 2020, Kelly conveniently changed his mind about whether to judge the Tim Zignego case. Kelly had recused himself. Then he pocketed $20,000 in contributions from Zignego and his family, and Kelly unrecused himself so he could judge the case. Justice shouldn't be for sale. Dan Kelly is too corrupt, too extreme.
Sit on this, sit on that, sit on this, hey, sit on that, sit on this, sit on that.
King Furniture has thousands of items in stock and ready for immediate delivery. You can see it, buy it, and enjoy your new furniture in your home today.
Sit on this, sit on that.
To everyone who believes in tradition, come enjoy a few of ours from Wisconsin.
People in Wisconsin love a good fish fry.
Really love. And we love sharing it with guests everywhere.
At Culver's, we still batter our North Atlantic cod by hand to order.
And we cook it to a crispy, golden perfection just for you.
For you.
For you. So it's crispy outside, flaky inside. Let us take care of you.
With some homegrown traditions we were raised on.
From Wisconsin with love.
Welcome to Delicious.
American Idol Hollywood Week
gets nasty.
We're with the judges seeing red.
I lay my stiletto down.
Next, DT.
Thank you for watching News 8 Now. Expect more.
A small-town high school group is getting the chance to compete in the biggest city in the U.S., and they're asking for help getting to the stage. GET High School's Vocal Point a cappella group is getting ready to head to a national competition in New York City. Vocal Point took first place at the ICHSA Great Lakes semifinals and will be going head-to-head with other leading high school groups from across the country. The group's director says small-town tenacity is helping them get to the top spots.
We just don't settle. We always are wanting to be better and do better all of the time, and it's really cool to say that a small town kind of group like this can compete against some very big schools.
One student says it would be a big win to place in the top 3, but the trip itself is a celebration of their hard work.
But other than that, just a chill experience to bond with the group and recognize our accomplishments would be a really ideal trip.
But the group needs help funding this trip. Their director estimates the cost at $15,000 to get the students to New York. They're taking donations both online and by check sent to the school. We will be posting donation information on news8000.com. We'll have a look at what's coming up at 6 when we come back, and of course, Bill will be back in for another check of your forecast.
Ashley's anniversary mattress sale is going on now. Celebrate decades of restful nights with incredible value on Ashley Sleep mattresses. And for a limited time, receive a free adjustable base upgrade with the purchase of an Ashley Sleep Align mattress set, only at Ashley.
When your back pain is your foot's fault.
This is Dean's story.
I had back pain, and I honestly didn't know where to go.
Until a friend suggested the Good Feet store.
She had to explain to me the feet are connected to the back.
And get this.
As soon as I put on those Good Feet arch supports, the pressure lifted off my back. It's like finding that missing puzzle piece. Like, yes, this is it.
Stop by for your free fitting at the Good Feet store.
Toma Health offers the latest surgical techniques for a wide range of procedures, including orthopedics, endoscopy, gynecology, and cataract surgery.
What we add to Toma Health is the fact that we offer personalized medicine and that we're with you along your journey through Toma Health from start to finish.
Toma Health has an excellent reputation, and we have access to the latest technologies, including computer-assisted total joint replacement.
Toma Health offers expert surgical care close to home.
He brutally raped her, repeatedly.
I spent endless nights plagued by nightmares. My bedroom door was barricaded. I was so afraid.
But Judge Protasiewicz ignored her pleas, let the rapist off easy, and now he's back on the streets.
When you don't know where your attacker is, then he is everywhere. He is every sound in the night.
Tell Judge Protasiewicz, stop failing victims and stop protecting criminals.
Jolivet Family Farms, known for farm fresh fruit and vegetables, but featuring so much more. Come see all that we have. Homemade bakery, large selection of locally produced honey, gourmet popcorn, craft beer, wine, and cheese, meat and seafood, arts and crafts, and so much more. There is no substitute for homegrown freshness. Open daily year-round. Jolivet Family Farms, West Salem.
This year at Ashley's anniversary sale, we were able to secure a more affordable price on the same great quality as before, and we're passing those savings on to you. And bonus savings on outdoor furniture. Plus, we're offering 5 years special financing only at Ashley.
On this Friday night, we go on the road in Fort Myers, Florida, where a group of teens formed unlikely friendships after dialing into a senior citizen community. That and more news tonight right here on the CBS Evening News.
And coming up on News 8 Now at 6, with the election just days away, outside groups are cranking up the ad spending for Supreme Court candidate Dan Kelly. Those groups are producing ads labeling Kelly's opponent, Janet Protasiewicz, as soft on crime. One crime victim whose case was being used in those ads is now saying the ads are not accurate. We'll have that story at 6.
And an ominous sky as we look through CityCam to the south and west. Some flashes of lightning approaching La Crosse as well, and there's plenty where that came from. The good news here, a lot of this is below severe activity levels, but again, watch those southern counties, Winneshiek, Allamakee, Crawford, Richland especially, as that's where the severe threat and tornado watch is in play through 8 o'clock this evening. So scattered showers and thunderstorms this evening, some heavy rainers, maybe some small hail. Again, we'll have to watch those storms to the south, and then snow and wind overnight.
All right, so stay with us on the First One Weather app in between shows. We'll see you at 6.